Okay, so it is now my honor to introduce our superstar, Sue Breyer, who is going to do the presentation on CTC and how we stay with the updates.
All righty, thank you so much. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. You all can keep your videos off and remain muted, and we'll go from there. And I will try to get through this so I don't shortchange Lorraine Martinez, who follows me. So anyway, welcome to you all. And again, thank you for being patient this morning with the glitches that we ran into. We will not have those glitches tomorrow, so it'll be a smooth ride for everybody, I hope. So this is a presentation on keeping up with the updates. In this presentation, my goal is to bring you up to speed on the many updates and revisions that have been implemented over the past few months on the state and division websites. Now, if you have any questions along the way, you can go ahead and type them in the chat. And because we're kind of short on time, I probably won't have time to address questions at the end, but I will email you a response if you do have a question. So you can check for your email on that, and I will get going then. So one of the areas that has undergone significant updates is on the CalRTA state website. Once you log in and are taken to the members page right here, you log in and this is the members page that you see right here. You're going to see some changes on the main page, this center part main page, as well as the items that are listed along the top left in the blue menu. Now, division websites also have undergone some changes, but the changes have not necessarily affected the outward appearance of the division website. You may have noticed on some websites, however, that the leaders list right down here, the titles might be a little more simplified. We don't see first vice president, second vice president, or secretary in charge of communications or whatever. So these are simplified now. So that difference is going to be apparent. Now, the update to division websites predominantly involved the implementation of the online update form, which many of you have already used. This allows divisions to keep their division websites current and up to date. And of course, that's what we would like to do. So I'm going to go into a little more detail. Let's take a few minutes and I'm going to update you on those updates. So let's begin with updates to the state website, specifically the members page, which is what you see right in front of you. Now, one subtle change is the addition of 3 boxes on that front main members page. So we now see a total of 12 boxes. We used to have 9, so we have 3 additions there. Now, some of these boxes are also on the CalRTA homepage, such as the resource library down here, advocacy action, PAC, and the educational foundation. So you'll find that on the main CalRTA page. But some boxes you will find only on the members page, such as this My CalRTA. Recruitment Tools. And basically these 2 rows of boxes right here are just on the members page. Now, clicking any of these boxes will take you to additional information and resources specifically for divisions. So this is a very important page for divisions to focus on when looking for information. Keep an eye on these boxes right here, as 1 or 2 may be switched out periodically, like this Retired Teachers Week tools. That is coming up in November. Once that passes, this box will be replaced by a different box. So check in periodically and see if any of these have changes. Now, another update was made to this blue menu here on the left. This blue menu is static. It doesn't move. It doesn't go away. And this, the intent, of course, was to help you navigate the division website without having to keep going back and looking for different categories to access. Each of these categories in this white print, these are all links and do take you to a new page with lots of additional information. So now we're going to take a look at a little deeper look at some of the changes that have been made. So this is a small portion of what you see when you would click on this first item up here in the upper left, this division resources. So if I were to click on that, notice that at the top of the page, you're going to see the title. So whatever you click here will appear at the top of the page. You'll also find 6 headings in blue and gold, followed by a number of subcategories in light gray. Now, each of these gray subcategories is an active link. So if I were to click on one of these, it's going to take me to a new page with all different amounts of information depending on the link that you click. As you can see, for instance, if I were to go down here to Zoom, how-to tips, if I were to click on that, this page would open up with a series of resources and handouts, how-to tips for Zoom. So, you know, go into the division resources, click on some of these boxes and check out the resources that are available to you. Now, if we scroll farther down on that same division resources page, you're going to see 4 more categories: community outreach, newsletter production, administrative support, and updates and revisions. Now, as with the last slide, each of those gray subcategories opens up into a new page. And just so you know, this last category down here, updates and revisions at the very bottom, that will take you to the new online update form that you can fill out and update your division leaders or other division information. Now, here's what you'll find when you click on the remaining links in that menu over there on the left. So below division resources, which I just showed you, is recruitment tools. And as you can see here, this includes a lot of information helpful to divisions that are working on increasing their membership. And obviously that is all of our divisions. So this would be a very important page for you to check out. When you click on publications and PR, you're going to see this down here. This too has those gray boxes that you can click on to access past issues of the Contact magazine, Connection e-newsletter, division resources newsletter. So if you want access to any of those, you're going to go to publications and PR. If you're looking for information about CalRTA boards and committees, you could click on that on the left. So if, for instance, you need to know, of course, a little bit more about communications and technology and maybe the area CTC reps, if you click on that, that will take you to the communications and technology page. And if you're looking for specific area CTC reps, you'll find them listed here. Now the GRC page and the MRRC membership page, they also have pages like this. And these this list of area reps is automatically updated, so they should be remaining current for you. Now, let me see. I'm sorry. If you are looking for administrative documents, you can click on admin documents right here. And this is where you're going to find your bylaws or your CalRTA budget, standing rules and things like that. Farther down, awards and recognition. So if you want to know the qualifications, for instance, for the Ruth DePreta Award, the Ed Ely Award, or other awards, you can click on that link there. And finally, the last one is research. And this contains a lot of information from outside sources that you can read on current data and information that you might be looking for. So now let's take a look at the updates that have been put onto the division website. Our new online update form allows division web managers and others who have been granted permission to make changes to update some of their division website information and content. Now, the most obvious change, as I said earlier, involves the list of leaders here on the front page of your division website, and the PDF list that you can upload and can be accessed at this View More button down here. Here's a sample of a full list of Division 29's members right here. Let's take a look now at how these updates are made. How do we do this using the online form? Well, you're going to go over here to this Division Web Managers blue link DWM communication form, and you simply click on that. When you do, you are taken to a page that looks like this. This is the online update form, and on this form, you have actually 7 different options here. First of all, these first 2 options, you can get help and assistance. Here is a how-to video on how to fill out this particular information or how to update the information. There is a how-to PDF handout that you can print out that has the instructions on it. Or if you just have a question, you can go to the frequently asked questions or the FAQs. So that's in these 2 right here. If you go down to the next section, you can simply ask a question about technology or website management. All you would have to do is click the Open Form button. The next one, this is the most popular one, is updating your division leaders or updating a new PDF list of your full leaders list. You could go right here to Open Form. Down here, if you are an area web contact and you want to update the area leaders list, you can use this area website leaders list, submit changes. You would go to the Open Form. Down here, division meetings. If you would like to update your division meeting information, the venue, the time, the dates, all of that, this information goes directly to Johanna Hobbs up in the business office. And so if somebody applies to be a CalRTA member and they apply online, she will provide this information to them. So it's critical to keep this up to date. Down here, this homepage photo carousel, that's the rotating photos that you see on the front page of your division website. You can customize those by uploading new photos or removing some of the photos that are there. If you need information on how to do that, there are 2 links right here that will help you. Down here, the Contact Us. Every division website has a Contact Us link at the top of their page. And so if a visitor to your division website needs information, they click the Contact Us, they fill out the information, and it goes to whoever's emails are on file there, usually the division president, maybe a vice president. If those emails need to be changed, you can go here to the Contact Us form and you can request to have an email removed and a new one put in its place. And finally, this events manager down here at the bottom, if your division has their membership meetings the first Tuesday of every other month, beginning in October, ending in June, it's the same time and it's the same place, you don't have to create a new event for each one of those. You can, excuse me, you can implement the events manager, but you have to ask permission to have that activated. So you have a lot of different options here. Okay, so let's say that you would like to activate your division website leaders list. You're going to submit changes. This is like one of the options on that form I just showed you. You would go over here to the Open Form button. And when you click on that, you're going to see at the top of the page this basic information that you need to fill out. And of course, you put your name, your email, and whatever else is required. And then you're going to scroll down a little farther on the page. When you scroll down, you're going to see instructions, and there are a couple little tutorials here that should help you. These are important instructions, and so I strongly urge you to stop and read the instructions first before you go in and actually fill in the form. So say you want to fill in, you want to put in a new president's name. So I want to tell you though, whatever you add in here will replace the name that currently exists on your list of officers, okay? So if I were to add in John Chambers here and I put his membership number in, that name is going to replace the previous president's name. Now, if you want to keep the previous president and add in John Chambers, because maybe they're going to be co-presidents, you have to type both names in here and the membership numbers for both. If you, for instance, have co-presidents, you need to type in both names and their membership numbers. If you're not sure where to get those membership numbers, Johanna Hobbs sends out an Excel file with all of your division members every month, and the membership numbers are there, so you can access them off that sheet. Now, if you had a secretary, but that secretary left that position and now the position is open and you haven't filled it, you can go ahead and type open. That will remove the previous secretary's name, and the word open will stay there until you fill that position. Now, we also have some what I call umbrella positions, such as communication and technology, and that's because there are a number of different positions that fall under that heading. Your historian, your publicity person, your social media administrator, they will all be listed in the leadership directory as communications and tech. They won't be listed as historian or publicity. So they all will have this title, communications and tech. Same thing with your members at large down at the bottom. This is kind of a catch-all category for all of these different offices down here at the bottom. Education Foundation, Scholarship Foundation, Telephone Tree, things like that. So you can type in multiple names down here, and that's fine. You can do that. So that's basically how you fill in this form right down here. Now, I want to point out one more important update, and that's the CTC update newsletter. Now, I don't want to just toot my own horn that I put this out, but there's a lot of information here that is good, not only for tech people and CTC people, but there's some good ideas here for division presidents too, and boards. So take a look at those. If you are not on my mailing list for this update newsletter, you can send me an email and I'll add you to my list, and you'll get one every month. So in that newsletter, yes, you're going to get info on Mac computers, how to prevent computer hacks, saving your information to the cloud, or even using Excel files. So all of that is techie, but you're also going to get information on how to reach our non-tech members. You're going to get newsletter tips from the newsletter of the month that is in each of my publications. CalRTA teacher grant programs, how are you publicizing that and sharing it? And even how to publicize CalRTA in your division on Facebook. So it's not just all technology, it's good information for your divisions. So whether or not you are looking or searching for information, you're making division website updates, or you are reading about updates, it's all about staying up to date and current. And that is kind of our focus this year, is making sure everything is current. And I went through that really fast, but I wanted to make sure that I had time to turn over the reins to Lorraine Martinez in just a second. Now, if you need to contact me, if you have any questions, If you need further information on anything, my two email addresses are down here in yellow. Feel free to contact me at any time. I will get back to you. I'll help you find resources. I am a support system, as are all of our CalRTA CTC people. We are support for you.